found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
All right. Yo. How you living? How you feeling? How you doing? It's First Choice Fantasy. We are back today with our Week 6 start sits. We're going to have every position in the video. We got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. And,
Bumping it down a little bit. We're bad at this.
The premium.
We've been,
This is the premium package everyone's been waiting on.
this is the base pack.
Right here.
Pay for the premium start sit. So send $5 to Cash App Papa Roach, and then you'll get the premium start sits.
That's fraud because you don't have. There's no plans for that. You just did. That's a crime right there. Call the
Yeah,
police.
they're gonna be expecting an email or something.
Yeah, I
for,
mean,
like the
you've just
premium
committed-
package.
You've just committed fraud.
Say I do it. Say they
That
say
is conspiracy to commit fraud right there. You haven't done it yet, but you're working on it.
Worst case scenario, you've got like 4 or 5 people, coming after you with lawsuits.
That's
scenario, if they send me $5 and have a lawsuit settled on me, Alex, what is the possibility of that?
I'm not telling you because I'm gonna make the payment and then I'm gonna sue you. So
So you're doing it.
yeah, actually, I'm just kind of warning you about it.
All right. I say everything in a joking manner. So with that being said, I jokingly say to start Ryan Tannehill this week against Houston. I don't actually jokingly say. Oh, by the way, we are recording this on Tuesday night at 6:58, right before the game starts. So I don't know if Tannehill breaks his ankle or something.
Oh, that's too soon.
Now Tannehill is gonna sue you when he breaks his ankle.
I'm just like,
You're done.
I'm breaking
You
boundaries.
are done.
Breaking boundaries.
All right, Brandon, on to a guy we think will probably be playing next week.
Ben Roethlisberger, he's definitely playing next week against Cleveland.
COVID, man, you never know.
Are you starting him?
Oh, yeah. I'm starting Big Ben if I had him anywhere at all. But I
I'm
don't.
starting him because
But-
Kyler Murray's on his bye.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's playing the Cowboys. I'm thinking
He's thinking.
another league. I don't remember which one. We got too many of these things. My start of the week though is Matt Stafford, Jacksonville. That's really all I need to say, right? Jacksonville.
No.
They only look good
Yeah.
when they're playing the Colts, but every defense looks good when they're playing Philip Rivers. So you should start Stafford because he's got a lot of weapons, and the Jags aren't really much for defending anything really.
Alrighty. On to the sits of the quarterback position because we are fast. Joe Burrow against Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, that's it.
Stout
That's it. That's
defense. And
That's
Joe
a good
Burrow. Joe Burrow showed last week that he can't go against stout defenses.
I think he just showed he can't go against the Ravens, but yeah, who can?
So.
Speaking of the Ravens,
Yeah, Carson Wentz. Don't play him. Our line is going to get devoured by that defense. And you saw what happened to Joe Burrow, and the Cincinnati Bengals' offensive line isn't much better. So the scenario is
Wentz.
going to be no different with Wentz.
Wentz is going for 25. But you know who isn't? Teddy Bridgewater, who I just looked up and is like a borderline QB1. That's kind of cute, but he's playing Chicago, so good luck with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't start Teddy.
Lately, though, let's be real.
What you saying?
He's been pretty steady.
He's been carried by Mike Davis, all-pro running back, Carolina Panthers.
Well, getting into running backs, my start of the week at the running back position is David Montgomery against Carolina Panthers. It's pretty self-explanatory. Montgomery's workload plus Carolina's bad defense come together and make
The last time you said that, Kenyon Drake scored 3.5 points.
Okay, well, David Montgomery is greater than Kenyon Drake.
That take's so hot right now.
Oh,
I hear all of my takes always hot when they're about David Montgomery. Did you think about that? He's a poor man's Carlos Hyde.
No, I said, is that take so hot right now? I mean, Drake has been dog shit, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to
Yeah.
that.
Or in a different video. Just watch the other video,
Watch it.
whatever that is. We'll talk about it. Brandon, who you starting?
I was Gaskin. Who's my waiver wire pickup. He was a start a few weeks ago for me,
Starting again.
and you'll see here soon how much I love this man, Myles Gaskin. He's the new workhorse back of the Miami Dolphins. Get him,
Who'd have
play
fucking
him,
seen that
start
one
him
coming?
this
The
week.
debate was Howard or Breida. And the
Yeah.
answer was Myles Gaskin.
Howard was a healthy scratch last week.
He was
Yeah.
healthy.
He was a healthy scratch last week. He opened up some red zone carries for Gaskin, and I think Gaskin is going to become the Dolphins' workhorse back. Mark it down.
Speaking of guys we weren't necessarily anticipating to have this high a workload, Antonio Gibson against the Giants. It's the Giants. That's pretty much it.
Moving
I don't
on.
know what the hell they got going on at quarterback there, but it doesn't matter. Gibson will probably score a touchdown.
He'll probably get as many dump offs as he's allowed to have.
Yeah, dump offs, carries.
He's awful.
That's what matters when you're a running back.
Yeah, the Giants aren't really good at defending either of those.
That's good. All right, moving on to people that are on the bench for the running back position in Week 6. James Conner against Cleveland is my pick. James Conner, Cleveland. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. All these picks are pretty self-explanatory. I don't have anything to dive into.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to try this one more time. Melvin Gordon, sit him against the New England Patriots. I said it last week. The game, unfortunately, was postponed till this week, and Melvin Gordon is going to be a sit for me.
Understandable. I'm gonna. This one's kind of bold because you never know if he's pretty talented and he can do what he did at Pittsburgh, where he just randomly rips off like a 77-yard rushing touchdown. Miles Sanders, probably not going to have any room to operate. I know his line looked pretty good from last game. Like he probably appeared to have a decent yards per carry, but about 150% of the time they were hitting him in the backfield. Pretty much all of his yards came off of one carry where the Steelers just kind of forgot that he was on the field. And I don't think the Ravens are going to do that. So he's a terrifying pick.
I mean, I liked it because I just traded for Miles Sanders in our league right before it happened. So started him, got another win, 4-1, moving on to Week 6 at the wide receivers position. We got Christian Kirk for my start against Dallas on Monday night. Dallas' secondary, Dallas' defense in general has been pretty shitty. Christian Kirk, he's a fringe player, so I decided to go with fringe players here, and I think you should start him if you have him because I think he put up like 9 points last week, 9.8 points, something like that. I think he's a pretty valid start.
Against Dallas.
Yeah, and I've got I've got Laviska Shenault against Detroit this week. DJ Chark battling through an ankle injury, and the week before that he had another injury, unrelated to this new injury. So DJ Chark's health is in question, and I think Laviska Shenault is the more talented guy and the one that's on a hot streak in Jacksonville. So he's my start.
I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks against the Titans because it seems like he and Watson are finally getting on the same page a little bit. So look for that to continue. Also, I feel like I've sat a lot of guys when they're playing the Titans, and they just always go off. So I'm going to go to the other direction. And when Cooks gets 2 catches for 17 yards, you'll know where to find me.
Right back here next week. All right, sits for the wide receiver position. My sits are, well, it's actually a group of players. It's 2 of the players that are on the Bengals, the wide receiver position. It is T. Higgins and A.J. Green. They play the Colts, and I think the Colts defense is one of the most underrated defenses here. A.J. Green's washed. We all know this. We've seen this for the past 3 weeks. And T. Higgins, while he's good, I believe he's going to struggle against the Colts defense that will probably dismantle this Bengals offense. That's my expert advice for you fuckers.
Well, from start in Week 5 to sit in Week 6, we've got DJ Moore, a sit this week against the Chicago Bears. Don't play him. That offense is just it hasn't really ran through DJ Moore, unlike what I've originally thought this year. So as fantasy owners, you just kind of got to alter your expectations, and DJ Moore is a sit against tougher defenses.
Alternatively, you could just be pissed off at the Panthers like I am, because what the fuck are they doing down
Oh,
there?
I am too. But
Maybe Joe Judge.
but thank God they have Mike Davis.
Guess I can't really fault the team a whole lot, because what are they, like 3-2?
Yeah,
I
but
don't know why you don't get your more talented players involved. But hey, who am I to judge? Ed kind of stole my idea because I beat him to it. But my sits are Debo and Ayuk against the Rams, two similar players. I'm sitting them. I don't know what the fuck they got going on at quarterback, but it clearly is not working very well. So good luck with that. Not really, because I don't like the Niners. But the Rams have been very stingy against allowing fantasy points to receivers. They've got some pretty good quarterbacks. You might have heard of Ramsey fella. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not trusting either of those guys this week. Debo still coming off of that injury. Ayuk still a little inexperienced. And the Rams are tough. I'm not feeling it. I feel like they'll be more vulnerable in the running game.
Fun fact. I have a fun fact. While I was scrolling down this document, I didn't even scroll the entirety way down. I seen you already filled players out, Alex, but I just wanted to go by start, by sit, quarterback, running back, and all that. Fill them out in chronological order. And multiple times I put down the name, and then I scrolled down and I seen the name. And I was like, well, can't do that. I had Antonio Gibson. I had Brandon Cooks, and I had Debo. I had Debo. I didn't have Ayuk.
Wait, you couldn't have Brandon Cooks because I just put Brandon Cooks in here not too long ago.
Then I guess
Today.
it was Brandon Cooks, yeah.
You
I
could
did
have
have-
seen
I did
Brandon
have a couple
Cooks from you last week.
I had Brandon Cooks. Yeah, last week, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm here for, Ed, to steal all your picks.
Robbery. Okay.
I guess if Ed was going to pick them, I would change
What?
these.
What do you say?
Said if you were going to choose them, maybe I should change them myself.
All right, fuck you, Alex. Fuck you. I have a -20 or whatever the fuck it is. We're not keeping track anymore, just for y'all who actually.
You've done counting.
yeah,
Nobody watches
only
these
because
videos
I'm in
anyway.
the lead.
Yeah, that's right. We couldn't have Brandon being the smart one, so we decided to scrap the whole system.
Yeah.
We're just going to do this whenever Brandon gets anything right. Eventually,
Yeah,
we're just going to
whenever
pick him
I
off.
succeed, you guys are just gonna take away
Muted.
the structure.
Yeah. You have to. All right.
Let's also point out that Brandon chose to call that timeout. So
He did.
It was
Tight
a
ends, though.
well-needed timeout.
then tight ends.
No needed timeout. All right, tight ends. Moving on to
Get a
tight
little wildcat started.
Wildcat. That was a questionable comment. But
Okay,
The-
sure, but
tight end
we going?
starts. T.J. Hawkinson. T.J. Hawkinson against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think T.J. Hawkinson's going to go crazy. I think Jacksonville linebackers, though Miles Jack is pretty solid. I think T.J. Hawkinson can vulture a touchdown here or there. So I like T.J. Hawkinson in this situation scenario.
I like it. I've got Evan Ingram
Most
against Washington here. Yeah, I think Evan Ingram can be utilized a little bit more in this offense. However, I mean, you've seen him be used, and then just other games, you just see him kind of vanish. I think I'm hoping that this is one of those games that he's gonna not vanish.
I hope so too. I just traded for him, and I realized he ain't done shit this year. Now I'm looking to move him, but I need him to have a good week or two. He
Yeah.
scored a touchdown, so that's a solid start. I needed him to get a solid 70, 80 yards this week. He'll probably tear us up the following week, then I can move him.
He'll destroy the Eagles. So
It's a lie.
Probably.
Nate Gary's going to break onto the scene and be a god.
Alex, you're a tight end.
This was last year. Yeah. Ooh, look at that, AJ Brown. I'll move back in. Who was it that sat him last week? Someone sat AJ Brown last week. My man just got on the board. But anyway, my start for tight end this week is deja vu Eric Ebron again, because the opportunity looks like it's there. And I mean, it's Cleveland. You never know. You never know with Cleveland. I just think he'll get some red zone looks. It seems like they've been using him on their short package stuff. So
If he doesn't keep,
I like him.
I'm sure he'll have some opportunities.
To me, he's a solid speculative play. I'm I'm just going to hop into my sit while I'm on the topic of deja vu because I'm going with Zach Ertz again because I don't know if it's just because Goddard's out, so they're not really using him very much because last game it just seemed like he hung around the line of scrimmage all day, and that's not very good for you fantasy owners. And Baltimore's pretty good at defense, and our offense is a tire fire, maybe still, kind of. They put up a good week last week, but still, they did it without Ertz. So if they're going to do it, maybe they'll do that again. I don't trust it. I'm sitting him.
This week, I agree with you, but moving forward, I'm going to get into these topics on the next video. We're talking about our risers and fallers, or stock up, stock down players for the rest of the year. Thank you for watching. Like, comments, and share. Subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Get your mama to subscribe. Get your grandma to subscribe. We got cookies out here, and we're cooking up things in the kitchen for y'all. Adios.
Later.